We are doing our Unit 3 practice quiz today. And turning this in, showing me that it is completed. That's going to be due next Monday. You got a week. But we're going to work on getting that done here today together. So we've been talking about quadrilaterals and polygons. So we're going to start by reviewing
Are we starting a new lesson?
these first four questions. Say that again, Ella. What'd you say?
Due to this being the last week before finals, we have a practice test today and a test tomorrow. Are we going to be starting a new lesson, or are we just going to have 2 extra days?
We are going to be starting a new lesson.
In 2 days?
Yes, in 2 days, because that's 3 whole hours of class time. We are going to start a new one. Okay, so we're finding the area and the perimeter for each of the quadrilaterals. These are all parallelograms on the first page. So let's remind ourselves, first of all, what is the area formula for a parallelogram?
Base times height.
Yeah, area equals, I would suggest writing this on your quiz to remind you, base times height. And what is the perimeter? Doesn't necessarily have to be a formula, just how do we find the perimeter? What is it?
Add all the sides. Basically, adding up all the sides.
Pretty much. So perimeter is sum of sides. Okay, so with that in mind, let's look through these questions. Now, I'm also going to have you find the type of quadrilateral. And what I mean by that is just give me the most specific name that you can out of all the types of quadrilaterals we know so far. So for number 1, first of all, what kind of quadrilateral is this?
Rectangle.
Rectangle. Good. How'd you know it was a rectangle?
Because all 4 corners are 90 degrees.
Perfect. What about the side lengths?
They're different.
They're different. Yes, we have 2 pairs of sides that are the same. They're not all 4 the same. Okay, so how do we find the area of the rectangle? Yes, area equals 12 times 8. And we'll get a calculator. See what that gives us.
Honestly, I'm gonna go get one of the yellow ones because that's a whole lot easier to use.
Yes. What is 12 times 8?
96.
96, good. So for our area, we have 96, and what are our units?
Inches squared.
Inches squared, good. So area is always going to be, since I'm giving you everything in inches, the area will always be inches squared. Okay, so now how would we find the perimeter?
Basically, 12 plus 12, 8 plus 8.
12 plus 12 and 8 plus 8. Very good. So let's see. 12 plus 12 plus 8 plus 8. So we've got 24 plus 16. And what does that give us?
40 inches.
40 inches. So we'll write that in for the perimeter, 40 inches. You guys pretty comfortable with that one? Yeah, I feel like we've done a lot of practice with these. Okay, let's look at number 2. What type of quadrilateral is this?
Rhombus.
A rhombus, good. RHOMBUS. Okay, so how do we find the area of our rhombus here?
Base times height.
Base times height. So what's our base and what's our height?
13.5 is the base, 11 inches is the height.
Perfect. So 13.5 times 11. Let's see. What do you get for that?
48.5.
Good. 148.5. And what are our units?
Inches squared.
Inches squared. Good. 148.5 inches squared. And how about the perimeter?
And we'll have to figure out the side lengths, won't
We will. So we only know this one side length here, 13.5 inches. How do we know the others?
they're all equal to that because of the one line on all of them.
Yes, you can see here, first of all, we know a rhombus has 4 sides that are all the same length. We also know that these little dashes show that they're congruent, they're the same. So we have all 4 sides at 13.5 inches. Could label that if we want to, but not grading you on that part. Sometimes it just helps to see it. I'm gonna do that over here. Okay, so how do we find the perimeter?
13.5 times 4.
Yes, 13.5 times 4. There's 4
I
sides.
honestly just added 13.5 plus 13.5 and then you have to do that again. I did 27 plus 27.
Yes, you could also do it that exact way. You could add them all together. So let's see. 13.
I just remember with one because that's
Yes.
easiest.
Okay, I got 54. You guys getting the same number?
Yep.
Perfect. And what are our units?
Inches.
Inches. Good. 54 inches. Beautiful. Hey, let's look at number 3. What type of quadrilateral do we have here?
Parallelogram.
Parallelogram. How did you know it was a parallelogram?
Well, they're all parallelograms, but it doesn't fit into any of the just straight up ordinary.
Perfect. Yes. These are all parallelograms. You're exactly right. We know this one is just a parallelogram. It's not any more specific because it doesn't fit into the other categories. We don't have equivalent sides. We don't have all 4 angles the same. We just have a regular old parallelogram. So how do we find the area of this parallelogram?
It's 16.3 times 16.3.
Oh, are you looking at number 4?
It is 19.7.
Yes. Okay.
6 inches.
Good. 19.7 times 6. That will give us our area. 7 times 6. Let's see. I got 118.2.
That's what I get.
Perfect. So 118.2. And what is our units?
Inches squared.
Inches squared. Good. 2 inches squared. And how do we find the perimeter here?
Add all. Well, add the 19.7
Mhm.
to itself and then do 9.3 plus 9.3.
Good. So I know that my other 2 sides that I don't have labeled are 19.7 and 9.3, same as the others. So we're just really adding all 4 of them together. So let's see, 19.7, and I'm going to write it as 19.7 times 2 plus 9.3 times 2. Let's see. So 19.7 times 2, I got 39.4. Perfect. And 9.3 times 2, I got 18.6.
Yep.
Perfect. So let's see what happens when we add these together. 4 plus 6 is 10. I'll carry the 1. 18, carry the 1, 4, 5. Okay, I tried doing it by hand. Did you guys get 58?
Yes.
Perfect. So our perimeter is 58, and what's our units?
Inches.
Inches. Perfect. Perfect. You guys let me know when you're ready for number 4.
I'm ready.
Already working on it. You rock. How about you, Ella?
I'm already working on it.
Perfect. Okay. How about for number 4? I'll work it out silently up here. You guys work it out too, and then let's check our answers, see if they line up. So let's see.
The only difference is I didn't round my area.
Didn't round. So did you keep it as 0.69?
Yeah.
Perfect. I would take that too. Ella, you let me know when you're done and we'll see if yours also match.
I didn't do a rounding.
That's okay.
I don't round unless it's a whole bunch of numbers.
Right.
Then I'll round to like the second decimal.
Perfect. Did you get the same numbers as me though? 265.69, 4.7 inches squared for the area.
Yep.
Yep, and then 65.2 inches for perimeter?
Yep.
Yay! Awesome. Okay, so if you are curious, each of these questions are worth 3 points each. 1 for area, 1 for perimeter, 1 for type. That's how you'll be graded. Actual quiz.
So you technically don't have to show your work in this one.
I still would show your work because let's say you typed the wrong thing in your calculator, but your work is correct. You'll get less points taken off if I can see that you knew what to do, you just typed it in wrong. Because if you just write a number and it's incorrect, I won't know how you got that number. So I would always show your work unless you just feel
Maybe
super
when you
sure.
give us the test, put a little more room.
I can try to. The other thing we can do is you can always add a scrap piece of paper and staple it on.
That's probably what I'm gonna do because some of these little addition things ran into the
Yes.
other problem and it's kind of annoying.
I know it. So I'll definitely let you have as much extra space as you need. You're always welcome to extra pages. So that's 12 points on this page. Let's go to page 2. Okay. So here's where we have bonus questions. And for your bonus, I am going to show on a sticky note what these 3 words mean. So if you guys want to follow along and also use sticky notes, you're welcome to, but you don't have to.
Still, that was fun. I love Polygons and I don't know why.
I know, the accordion sticky notes. Fancy.
Fun to play with.
They are. Okay, so
You have to have them in certain ways because if you're holding them on the wrong side, it won't do it. See, I don't want to do so many and then it not go back.
I know.
It's bad.
Okay, so let's write on our sticky note triangle types, and this will be a key to answer the bonus questions.
Hey, only problem with the order one, it's hard to find a where the sticky.
Yes, I know. I
Like when
messed
you're
up
just
with
trying to remove
the
one,
upside
it's
down
hard
sticky
to
note.
find. It's hard to find
Yes.
where that one sticky note's located.
Okay, so the first type of triangle is called scalene. Okay, so these have some funky names. So I'm gonna have you actually repeat them after me. So scalene.
Scalene.
Beautiful, scalene. So a scalene triangle, that word again. Scalene triangle has 3 sides that are all different lengths. So all 3 sides different length. And if you wanted to draw a picture, this is not the best example of scalene. That actually looks pretty equilateral to me. It would be shown with dash marks like this, and I'll kind of zoom in. You'll have 1 dash on one side, another dash on another side for 2 dashes, and then 3 dashes on the third side to show that all the lengths are different. You could also look at the angles. So you'll also have 3 different angle measures. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. So all 3 sides different length, all 3 angles different measure.
I have to use multiple sticky notes.
I think I'm gonna have to use multiple sticky notes as well. Didn't give myself much room.
Hard to write a lot of stuff on these slogans. So
Yeah.
each sticky note's gonna be for one.
That's what I'm gonna do also. Okay, so there is the scalene triangle. Next, we have isosceles. That one's fancy. Isosceles. So everybody say isosceles.
Isosceles.
Perfect.
Isosceles.
Isosceles. So that's ISO
I'm still working on
SCELESE. Isosceles. Okay, are you still writing notes on scalene?
Yes.
Okay, I'll wait. I'll give you a minute.
I keep messing up. And I drew a very tiny triangle.
Okay. I'm gonna pause the recording while you get caught up.
You pause.
So an isosceles triangle has 2 sides that are the same length. So 2 sides, same length.
When it comes to that one that's 2 sides the same length, does it matter which 2 sides it is?
No matter which 2 sides are the same, they're always going to be touching each other. Always. Since there's only 3 sides anyway. So the way that we would draw an isosceles triangle, you'll see it usually as a tall triangle like this.
Or kind of a big triangle.
Yes.
I did mine reverse. I did it all squished.
Really? So in an isosceles triangle, here you see we have the 2 sides that are equal to each other. And you'll also have 2 angles that are equal to each other. Like this. So 2 sides are the same length and 2 angles are the same measure. I know, it's a kind of tough name to spell.
No.
So go ahead and write the definition of equilateral. Now it's all 3 sides are the same length.
Well, good.
And since all the sides are the same, all the angles are also the same.
Here.
three angles. Same measure. So draw an equilateral triangle. Our lines or our sides are all going to have just one thick mark. And our angles are all just going to have one arc since they're all the same. So there's our three triangle types. And once we have those ready, we'll start looking at these problems as well. So I'll pause while y'all are getting ready.
Well, I'm ready when you are. I just started on the problem.
Perfect. Yes, you go right ahead.
It doesn't cause much of a problem. It can always be realigning. If necessary, I can just do little staples.
Yes, we do the 1/2 in the area, don't we? Or is it the
Yes,
perimeter?
yes, that's in the area. So let's talk about that. What's our area formula for triangles?
1/2 base times height.
Exactly. Area is going to be 1/2 times the base times the height. Or you could put it as area is base times height divided by 2. Both of those will work.
Oh, so I already started learning about that because
Yes.
of the ISL.
Yes, exactly. And then for the perimeter, it's going to be the exact same thing as any shape. You're just
Because when
adding
you were
sides.
helping us through
See,
the
I did mine
aerial one,
opposite
it
by
kept showing
accident.
us triangles and a whole bunch of other shapes, and I got 100 on it.
Well, good. Okay, so let's look at number 5.
I don't even have the formulas down yet.
Okay, here, you get your formulas written down.
Susan.
And I think one of the best things that we could do to start is identify all of the bases and the heights for all these triangles, since some of them look a little different. So, on number 5, what is our base?
23.2.
That 23.2 is our base. And what's our height?
23.2.
Also 23.2. So how do we find the area there?
23.2 times 23.2 and then divided by 2.
Perfect. 23.2 times 23.2. 2. See.
You can really just put the whole formula in.
I got 538.24. Still need to divide by 2. Okay, so
Why not just put the whole formula?
you totally could do it all together. I just separated it, I guess. And then I got 269.12 for my area. You guys get something similar?
I got the exact same thing.
Perfect. So 269, and let's not forget our units. Inches squared. Okay, now do both of you feel pretty good about doing these?
Yeah.
How about you, Ellie? You feel good about triangles, do you think? You want me to let you guys try to do these on your own and I'll work them quietly on the board?
You never put the type of triangle.
Yes, we haven't done the perimeter yet either for number 5.
I normally just do the type first because
Sure.
that's the easiest part.
That's smart. So here, let's talk about the bonus for number 5. What type of triangle is this?
Isosceles.
Isosceles. Why is it isosceles?
Because 2 are the same and 1's different.
Yes, 2 sides are the same and 1 is different. So ISOSCELES. Okay, and then last question that I'll have us do together, and then I'll let you go on your own for the rest of the 3 here. How do we find the perimeter?
32.8 plus 23.2 plus 23.2.
So you're just adding all 3 sides together. 32.8 plus 23.2 plus 23.2. I'm gonna do that by hand. Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's my 1. 2 plus 3 is 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get 79.2. Perfect. Inches. Okay. So I'm gonna work the rest of these out quietly and have you guys do the same on your own, and then let's check our answers here in a bit. Sound good? Okay. Let's. I guess I'll keep recording while I solve them out. I'll see if the music will play too. Yeah.
We doing a spirit week?
Yes, we are. That's next week. So yeah, if you want to see it, here, do you want me to put it on the board? Here. Yeah, here, take a picture of it.
Let me grab my phone because I'm taking a picture of it too. Is that like
Yes.
I love spirit weeks?
I know. I'll have to post this on Google Classroom for everyone as well. I'm excited. Now, I
Crazy
don't,
socks or hat? Ginny just made me a crazy silly little
Ah,
hat, so
that's
that's perfect. It's so cute. I love her
Yes.
little crocheting.
I know, she's the best. So, yeah, Monday we are wearing
I think I wore-
school pajamas. Oh my gosh, that is adorable.
I know.
Stop it. She's so
So-
talented.
So
I
next week on
know.
Monday, I can just wear nice pajamas.
Yes, exactly. So PJ Day Monday, Tuesday, holiday apparel, like a Christmas sweater maybe. Wednesday, see life coach for secret day. I don't even know what that is. So must be, I have no idea. I really don't know. Thursday's crazy soccer hat day, and then Friday there's no class.
Because
Christmas break.
next week is playing final.
Hopefully next week's already the end.
I can't either. I'm like mind blown about it.
But
Over. I know.
I'm kind of excited for the being able to work more Christmas break.
Yes, yes, make some money.
I have a question.
Sure.
If you don't mind me asking, do
Yeah.
you guys get paid for the Christmas breaks and stuff, or is it just like
So we are salary employees, meaning like we just have a set amount that we get paid throughout the whole year, and they just split it up into weekly payments. So every week we get a certain amount deposited into our account,
interesting?
which is kind of nice for like, over the summer when we're not working, we're
So-
still getting a paycheck.
Really?
Yes, that is one of the biggest benefits of being a teacher is
You get
since
paid
we're
for
salary,
days off.
yes, you get paid for it. They just split it up.
I
So
always wondered about
yeah.
how teachers like afforded like in the summer. That's
yes.
That's
Now I
interesting.
think you can opt to spread your paychecks differently and not get paid during breaks so that your check is bigger when you are working. But I don't trust
How are you
myself.
supposed to
I
do
gotta
that?
spread it out. I gotta spread it out.
how are you supposed to pay rent and stuff during the summer if you're not working?
Well, a lot of teachers have second jobs.
well, see, that's what I've always noticed.
Yes.
That's why I was curious about it.
I think Noel works at Lowe's. And then I used to work at Lowe's too,
My
actually.
brother works at Lowe's.
Really? Who's your brother?
He's not in Evansville. He's
Oh, okay. I gotcha. I liked working at Lowe's, but
because we were just talking because we had to replace our flooring in a lot of our house, and he was just telling me the other day like, oh, I can get you a discount.
oh, that's so funny. If I write these, let me know if you're getting different answers or anything.
I got that for the area.
Perfect. And square.
Fun part about these calculators is if you get a wrong answer, it's something you can see if you type something in wrong.
Right, that's what I like too, because on the other calculators, you don't know if you typed it in correctly or not.
Because once you hit clear to have to put or start putting in the second problem,
Mhm.
it takes it away.
Same perimeter, good. And then our type here, we've got two the same, isosceles again. Perfect. This one. Space. Two times. Okay.
Where'd she go?
Probably back. She said she'll be back. That was the same.
Why did I get a different area?
On which number?
6.
Okay, area. What did you get for your area?
587.25.
Okay, so tell me about your work. What did you have written down for your area?
You have a totally different height than what I do.
What height did you put?
The 43.
Gotcha. So that's our side length. Gotta be really careful for
Put
that.
those together so I
Yes.
don't get confused.
That's the tricky part about triangles, is with a right triangle, your side length is your height. But with any other kind of triangle, your height is gonna be a little different, since it doesn't fall right on the edge like the right triangle does. Other code too. Some of these must have been solid. Tell me when you've got that for number 6. So my paper.
I got number 6 back. I got the perimeter right, and
Okay.
I just messed up the area.
That's all right. No big deal.
this bad part about having a whole bunch of little pieces to it.
Yes.
And it's a tiny area.
Yes,
like
it is.
that the little triangles are. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
You didn't put the plate for number 7.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, what type of triangle is number 7?
Equilateral.
Equilateral.
I got it. Oh no, it's 36. I thought it was 26.
Oh.
Like I got 36.
Yes. Perfect. You both got that. So there for this one.
Friends, not one. Has anyone ever apologized to whoever's in the house? Them?
What do you mean?
Like, you know how when someone gets on their time month and stuff and then get ready bring
Yeah, somebody's in the middle, and then the 2 people on the outside throw stuff, and the third one tries to get it. That's what my siblings always did. I'm the youngest, so they always put me in the middle.
That's funny. Okay, so for number 8, did you get this area?
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm working on number 7.
That's all right. Take your time.
Cheers.
This is alien. Okay. These questions are worth 2 points each, one for area, one for perimeter.
So we don't get a bonus point for the type.
You do get bonus points. Those just don't go towards the total points. They're just bonus. So you can get up to 2 full bonus points, 1/2 point for each correct type. So I'll label that as well. So your bonus.
Oh, that's why the type is purple while everything else.
Yes. Because it's bonus, it's optional. So if you get it right, you get bonus points.
Why would I just put B when I'm gonna do P?
All right. How close are we on this page?
I'm done.
You're done? Ella, how close are you on this page?
I'm still on number 7.
Still on number 7. No big deal. So here's what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you peek up here when you finish number 7, check your answers with mine, and then we're going to go ahead to the next page once you finish 7, and I'll let you look at 8 at the end. I want to make sure we get to go over the 3rd page especially, since that one's newer.
If I can't type something right, it's gonna be a
It's
little
okay. It's no big
bit.
deal.
And now it's no biggie. I keep messing up something. It's annoying. Yes, I got it.
Oh wait, I think I have a picture.
Okay, let's go ahead and flip to the 3rd page. We can come back to it. If you didn't finish yet, it's no big deal. Let's talk about these problems on page 3. So for page 3, we are looking at different types of polygons. We've got all sorts of different polygons here. Now, do you guys have your handout that tells you those different names of the polygons from Thursday? Things like this.
Got a written copy.
Do you need a copy?
Well, no, there's one in the folder. I just
Okay.
didn't feel like rewriting on it.
Understandable. All right, so one of the things we talked about, and let me grab my.
You do it only
What did you say, Ella?
for the polygon names. I don't think you even need to write on it because Let's see what it is.
So it's what we talked about on Thursday, and it's on this handout. Whenever I ask you on this page, page 3, what type of polygon, we just look at this chart here.
How many sides it has?
Yes, exactly. How many sides? So why don't we just identify all the types first? Number 9, how many sides do we have?
5.
5. So what is the name of that polygon?
Pentagon.
Pentagon. Good. So for type, we'll write pentagon. And in parentheses, I'm going to write 5 sides. You don't have to do this, but it would be nice to see why you're choosing that shape in case maybe you counted wrong. So I can give you partial points for the name if it's incorrect. What kind of shape is number 10?
Is it a hexagon?
Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sides. What kind is that?
What's something?
It's a shape.
It's a heptagon.
Heptagon. 7 sides. That's a heptagon. So
I
we
was
will write
counting because for some reason I was making something.
heptagon. And we know that because there's 7 sides. How about number 11? How many sides are there?
9?
Yeah, there's 9 sides. 5, 6, 7, 9. So we have 9 sides. What type of shape would that be?
Nonagon, I think
A nonagon, yes. Nonagon.
Oh, what on
It's on your sheet. On your sheet.
The N-gon
Yeah.
thing
I
after
know.
12.
Yes.
My mind.
It's pretty wild. So we have 9 sides here. And how about number 12? How many sides?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
6.
It was a hexagon.
Hexagon. Good. 6 sides. Okay. So before you guys go off and start doing work on your own, let's make sure we remember how to find the area and perimeter for each of these polygons.
I'm supposed to find that.
So that's what we're going to talk about. Area and perimeter. So each of these polygons are regular polygons, which means that each of the sides are the same length and each of the angles are the same measure. So to find the area of
Well, that's
a
why there's always one.
regular polygon, the area is, let's write that, A equals 1/2 times the perimeter times here's that new word we learned, apothem. A-P-O-T-H-E-M. Apothem is kind of a fancy word for the height from one side to the center of the shape. So the dotted lines that we see in the middle of each of these polygons is going to be the value for the apothem. So because we need perimeter to find the area, probably the smartest thing to do first would be to find the perimeter. The apothem is that length that I just told you about from the side to the middle of the inside of the shape right here. This is the apothem.
So kind of like if you did a circle, the radius.
Yes, exactly like that, actually. It's exactly like the radius. So the perimeter, because all the sides are the same, the formula for that, remember, is just n, and n is a variable that means the number of sides. So if there's 5 sides, n would be 5. So n times side length. All right, above here, n equals number of sides. So for number 9, let's start with the perimeter. And how many sides are there? On number 9? 5 sides, good. So our n in the perimeter formula is going to be what? 5. So we have 5 times, and what's our side length?
15.2.
Perfect, 15.2. And let's see what we get for that. 5 times 15.2. I got 76.
76.
Perfect. And what's our units?
Inches squared. Or no, that's perimeter, so it's inches.
Just inches. Perfect. 76 inches for perimeter.
The square part is for area.
Yes, exactly. So now let's look at our area. We're going to be doing 1/2 times, what's the apothem? Or let's start with the way I wrote it. What's the perimeter again?
76.
Good, 76 times, what's the apothem now?
10.5.
Good, 10.5. It's going to be that measure in the middle here. So let's label that maybe. Not necessary to, but sometimes it helps us to remember when we're looking back later. Apothem is 10.5. So we're going to do 76 times 10.5 divided by 2, or times 1/2. Let's see, 76 times 10.5. I got it.
I remembered how to make a fraction on this.
Oh, nice. 1/2 times 798. And I got 399.
Honestly, I'm just putting some formula
Yeah.
instead of doing
You
what
could
you just
totally
did.
do it that way. Absolutely. So our area there is 399 inches squared. Got number 9? Perfect. Let's look at 10. Let's find our perimeter first. So one more time, that perimeter formula is n, or the number of sides, times the side length. So to find the perimeter here, what is our value for n? How many sides?
7.
Good, 7 times, what's our side length?
42.
42. Perfect. Let's see what that gives us. 42 times 7. I got 294.
We got the same number.
Perfect. And that's perimeter. 294. Now, before we go to area, what is the value of our apothem here?
50.
50. Perfect. So our area, remember that formula, we're doing 1/2 times the perimeter times the apothem. Let's see, 1/2 times 294 times 50. You guys tell me what you get for that answer.
7,350.
Ooh, yep. Quick. Let's see. 294 times.
I was working on it while you were writing all that down.
Okay, you got 7,350?
Yep.
Sweet. Perfect. So, area is 7,350. What's our units?
This way.
Inches square. Good. 7, 3 inches square. Beautiful. Okay, let's look at number 11 now.
For this stuff, are we allowed to get points? For the answer, you're allowed to get like point something.
Yes, there's gonna be some decimal answers.
Okay. I'm just making sure so I know I did.
So on number 9 and 10, I got pretty lucky actually. I wasn't trying to give you whole numbers, but they turned out pretty whole.
They are whole.
Yes. 9 times 17.4. So the perimeter is.
I'm starting to bring it like a backpack with me because my hands kept freezing.
I know it's getting so cold out there.
I need to be able to stick them in my pockets. And also, if I'm actually going to carry a lunch with me if I can, I don't need to add more stuff I have to carry in my arms.
Right. Did you guys get 156.6? Good. So number 11. I'm going to do the area 1/2 times 56.6. Got 1957.5. Did you get something different?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Okay, perfect.
I was looking at the wrong one. I was
Oh.
looking at your answer and was like,
Good. So we got the same thing.
So 1,957.
Yes.
All right.
Perfect. Now number 12.
I
Let's
was
see.
hoping that soda would wake me up, but I am still just as tired.
I know it. I swear, this weather just puts everybody in like sleep mode.
I swear the only reason I got out of bed today was my fiance got up later. Because
Aw.
I woke up right as he was leaving.
I gotcha. My boyfriend got up with me and we had coffee for a minute, but
Wish I had coffee.
I know it. I'll have to get you some. Okay, let's see. Perimeter. We're doing 6 sides, so 6 times 58.7. So,
If you meet me by the vending machine before lunch, I'll get you coffee.
you're so sweet for me.
I have a couple of those little free cards. I've been collecting them.
How do you get those free?
Whenever you buy one, they punch a card, and after you buy 5, you get one free.
Oh, I need to get one of those cards.
Yeah. I have bought way more coffee than I should have in this last 3 months.
I get it every once in a while. It helps me to remain calm.
Yeah.
Instead
coffee
of
can
getting
do
me
that.
all hyper, it allows me to remain calm.
That's funny. Okay, so.
And I have DBT to get through, so I need to try to stay calm.
Right.
I have it
See,
every Monday.
I'm gonna have coffee, but I'm gonna regret it because it's gonna make me cramp. But it's gonna be so worth it. 'Cause it's so good. What kind of coffee do you get there?
At Mission,
Mm-hmm.
I always get a lavender latte. Love lavender.
Well, I didn't know if I've ever had lavender.
It's good. The coffee at Mission Grounds, you ever had their coffee? Oh, it's
I don't even know what that is.
It's
It's the coffee shop right next
yeah.
door.
The coffee shop right downstairs in the mall. It's
I
really
don't go
good.
in the mall.
Well, you'll have to go over there sometime. They
I
do
don't have money
good
for that stuff.
coffee.
So why am I even going there?
Well, if you want to meet me, I'll get you a coffee over there. They're kind of bitter though, so if you're not a big fan of bitter coffee,
Always ask it to be extra sweet. Say put a little extra sugar in mine. And it's
Yeah,
really
I don't
good.
like a whole lot of bitter in my coffee.
yeah, I always get the joy with peanut butter added, and then a peanut butter cup muffin.
I might have to try that. I've never tried peanut butter coffee.
Well, it doesn't really taste like peanut butter, but having them add it kind of makes it sweeter.
I gotcha. So I'm getting 1/2 times 15602.46. And for my area of number 12, I got 7,801.23. You guys let
I
me
was
know.
confused on how you got that
Same.
high. They're doing an extra part, which is confusing me.
I'm writing the 2 steps instead of just the one like
Yeah,
you did.
and it confused me for a minute. I'm like, did I get something wrong?
No, you didn't. You didn't.
I definitely did because I forgot that decimal with 52.
Makes a difference.
I know. That actually made a huge difference
Mhm.
given how big the numbers are.
It's funny.
252. Do you mean 352?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys confuse me by doing those little weird things? You were saying 252, and I'm like, what?
Armin's Day. Okay. Are we done with page 3?
Yeah.
Ready
No.
for the last one? Oh wait, Ella, you need the number 12 to check still.
Yeah, I'm working on the area at the moment.
No, take your time. We still have we've got about like 15 minutes. There'll be plenty of time to finish the last page and settle down before your next class.
I'm just gonna end up staying in here. That's what I normally do. I
Sounds
just
good.
spend time here. I no longer do any other periods because it was courseware. I had to stare at a computer and it wasn't
Right.
nice. Well, I
Well,
got taken out of that.
you'll
And
get
it's
to
just-
sit through the Algebra 2 practice quiz then.
And I
That's what
did
we're
check.
doing.
I will have you for algebra 2.
Perfect.
I
Good
don't
deal.
know yet.
I don't know. I think
Well,
your life coach knows. You can
Yeah,
ask
whenever
them.
she showed me the possible plan, I took a picture just so I was aware of what classes I needed.
Right.
Well, I have to go to the life coaches anyway to get bus tokens. for
I
this
gotta
week.
do that today too.
I do it every Monday. Oh, and I also have to go to the pet store to get crickets.
For your gecko,
Yeah, from my leopard gecko, Scarlet.
that's a cute name. I like that.
Yeah, I chose Scarlet for a girl name and Jeffrey for a boy name.
Cute.
Uh-huh. And for the area, you got 7801.
0.23.
You got something different.
What did you get?
Nope, I got the same thing.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
And
Let's go to
you
the
guys are
last
doing all that extra stuff, and you cut off the actual answer.
My bad. Okay, let's look at our last page. 2 more questions here. Number 13, you're just identifying all of the different angles and side lengths. 14, we're doing the same, bringing the triangles back.
My brain is not wanting to function.
Okay, so let's mark the given angles and sides. We know that angle A is 120 degrees. We know that the length from A to D is 42 inches. We know that from A to B, we have 112.2 inches. So just by looking at our picture without having to do any math, what other side lengths and angles do we know?
Well, we know both the side links that are missing because of the little tally marks.
We sure do. So let's go ahead and mark those as well. From D to C will also be 112.2 inches. So we can go ahead and write that answer in. Inches. And B to C will be 42 as well, inches.
We did the same colors, just opposite sides.
That's funny.
Just didn't put colors. I don't feel like bringing out anything
No,
with that.
not necessary. You don't have to.
Now, if it was something that involved a lot of colors.
Yes. Luckily, this is mostly just pairs.
Yeah. So the lines tell me what I need.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got our missing sides. What about our missing angles?
We know angle C because of the it being a cross. So.
Yes, opposite angles are congruent. So A and C are both 120 degrees.
And then you find the other angle. Isn't that like the angle we have? What, plus D equals 180?
Yes, yes. Are corresponding or not corresponding? What's the word? Consecutive. Our consecutive angles, or the angles that come one right after the other, these are always going to add up to 180 degrees. So what equation could we write to solve for D and B?
Do 120 plus X equals 180.
Good. Yes. 120 plus X, or you could say plus B or plus B.
I just do X because we're trying to find two different numbers.
That's
Two letters, and it's just confusing.
perfect.
Besides, I'm used to doing X.
So to solve, we just subtract 120 from both sides of our equation here.
And it's like 60, I think.
Yep.
It is 60.
And then B and D are congruent, so we know D is 60 as well.
Yes. So we know B and D are both 60 degrees.
And that one's finished.
One's finished.
You want me writing inches instead of degrees symbol?
Yes, don't forget our angles are in degrees. Our lengths are in inches. So make sure to label your units correctly. Oh, and I didn't tell you how many points the last phase was worth. We'll go back to that after we
you
finish.
did it.
Okay, number 14. We have a triangle. Let's mark what we know. Use different colors this time, I think.
Isn't this square 90 degrees?
It sure is 90 degrees. Yes, so
So
that's
we just found one of the answers.
we did. Angle Z is 90 degrees because of that little box.
Did we know angle N?
The angle Y is 30.
Why do you have to put the M in front of the angle sign?
So the M stands for measure of that angle. So when we label, yeah, that's a great question. That just means the measure of angle Y is 30 degrees. We know that from X to Z, it's 8 inches. Mark that. From Z to Y, we have 12.5 inches. So we just really need to find the measure of the angle X and the length of X to Y.
Finding if there's a missing angle on the inside of the triangle, isn't that adding up the two angles you have plus X equals 180? Because
Yes.
triangle always equals 180.
Exactly, that's perfect. So we know that the angles in a triangle do add up to 180 degrees. So we already know two of our angles. We can just do exactly what you said, Ella. We'll put them all into that equation. I know 30 plus 90 plus x.
Oh, you put yours in a different order than I did. I did 90, 30, X.
Oh, that works too.
Because for some reason I have to have it in like either biggest, smallest, or smallest, biggest.
Right, I know what you mean.
I have to have it in a type of order. It's just.
So let's see. We could either combine like terms or we could just subtract these separately. We'll
Combine like terms.
Sure. So 9, 10, 12, that's 120. Plus x.
You literally pretty much gave us the same equation as the other one.
Pretty much. So that means we get minus 120, same as last time. X equals what? 60 degrees again.
How do we find the outside for missing one of the sides?
Say that one more time. How do we find what?
If we're missing one of the sides to the triangle, and they're not, like, none of the sides equal each other, how do we find the answer to that?
So let's see. There's a couple of different ways that we can find missing side lengths of a triangle. This is what we did last unit. So what's one way we could find a missing length, a missing side on a triangle?
We did this last unit?
We did. There's two different ways that you could do this.
Oh, for 30, it's the, for the 90, 30, 60.
Yes.
That's the triangle we need to use for this one due to it being.
Absolutely. We could use our special triangle rules. We know that this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So let's see. In a 30, 60, 90, what would our lengths be? Hmm.
8 inches. Are we doing the same one up there?
Yes, same one up there. So we have, like, what's our variable labels for these? Like, there's x, there's 2x, there's x radical 3 or x radical 2. I have to look back in our notes to find that.
That's what I'm trying to do.
It would be x radical 3 on the left side.
Okay, which side? Let me see.
Between the 60 and 90.
Between the 60 and 90. So that one would be what?
X radical 3.
X radical 3? Let me see the picture you're looking at. I want to double check, make sure that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so look at where x radical 3 is compared to the angle. So that's between the 60 and the 90.
8 inches would be the x radical 3. The 12.5 would just be plain x.
So we have x radical 3.
And then the hypotenuse side, the biggest one,
X.
is
2x.
2x, good.
So honestly, what we just need to do is take the x times 2.
So we know that x equals 12.5 inches.
So it's 12.5 times 2.
Yes. So 2x is 12.5 times 2.
I know this is from last unit. I understand it a lot more.
Yes.
It just took me a little bit to practice.
Now, sometimes it takes a minute to just remember. You know how to do it. Just forget sometimes. And I got 25 for the missing side. You tell me if you guys get the same.
I got 25.
Perfect. And what's our units here?
Inches.
Inches. Beautiful. Okay, so this is the practice quiz. We are taking the quiz tomorrow. You will be able to use this practice quiz on your actual quiz. And before you leave today, just show me that you filled this out completely and I'll give you your points. So let me end that recording. That is all